All right, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Eddie. I'm here with my good friend and mentor, Christopher Gallegos. The man, the myth, the legend. What's going on, brother? How you doing?
What's up, man? I'm excited to be here. I didn't even know where to look. I guess just like yeah, they're really excited to be here, bro. I think it's crazy like meeting people online and like now like we're here. Like it's just
For sure.
it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For those of you guys that don't know, me and Chris actually, I found him through a YouTube video that he made, I think like a year and a half ago. He had like a little description in his video, bro. You said to book a call, I think. And we just hopped on the phone, bro. He didn't treat me like, I was a complete newbie, stranger. Kind of felt like just very welcoming, bro. Very, very humble, which I appreciate. But bro, if you don't mind kind of telling everybody like who you are, where you're from, bro. Like
Yeah.
who's Chris? Who's Christopher Gallegos, bro?
Yeah, man. I guess like where do I start? Like I'm originally here from Houston, Texas. This is my home base.
Mm-hmm.
I grew up in this little. I mean, it's a big city now. It's about like 30 minutes away from here. It's in the suburbs.
Okay.
It's called Cypress. So, was growing up there, and got my freaking first job. I remember, I'll refer back to this because it's important. My first job, it was a Kroger cart pusher, and
Okay.
so I was like pushing carts, and then I leveled up to a cashier, and yeah, man.
How old were you, bro? I don't mean to cut you off.
How old am I now?
How old were you
Oh,
when you?
15 years old. Yeah,
Okay.
15 years old. I think that was probably one of the most important jobs of my life, actually.
Okay.
And so yeah, man, yeah, no, just growing up, going to school, went to Harvard for a little bit, dropped out of school,
Hold on,
you
hold on,
know.
hold on. You went to Harvard,
Yeah, I went to Harvard for a little bit.
brother.
Yeah, it wasn't. I'm not the smartest guy, man. I'm not the smartest, but I went there for a little bit, came back, went to school in Houston,
Okay.
and then I had uh, I went to school and there was this book that I got. It's called Think and Grow Rich,
Mm-hmm.
and it was sitting on the in my passenger seat, and I was like, man, like I remember like leaving class and coming and like looking at the book, and I was like, dude, I'm gonna figure it out. Like I don't know, school's just not for me. I'm not feeling it. My mom's in the medical field. My dad's a teacher, so like they're always school, school, school. I'm sure you
Yeah,
can imagine.
for sure.
And yeah, I was like, no, dude, I like that book gave me the confidence of like, man, like let me figure this out, man. I have the world at my fingertips. Let me figure it out. And then yeah, man, just I got later did a few jobs. I remember working at Jiffy Lube, making like $10 an hour. That was like I refer back to that because it was like hell. It was
Mm-hmm.
just so hell. It's just like, whoa, I'm so limited. I
Yeah,
hate this. I hate my life. Like this sucks.
yeah.
And then now later on, my best friend, my business partner now, he actually started working for a wholesaling company, and I was like, dude, there's no way that this guy is going to make more money than me. Like he knows nothing. Like I don't know this. Like I've
Yeah.
known this guy forever. Like there's no way. And we're best friends, and obviously he doesn't know nothing. He knows everything. But it's just. But like I was like, man, there's no way. And so I looked up on literally just like YouTube, and I looked up how to do wholesaling direct mail. I think at this time I was like 21, 22,
Okay.
trying to figure it out.
And how long
And
had it been since you came back from like school?
maybe like 2, 3 years.
Okay.
Yeah, 2, 3 years. And so yeah, so then I was I googled and it showed me how to do direct mail. And so I got a list off of this place called List Source. I pulled like 50 records on pre-foreclosures.
Okay.
I handwritten the letters, and I was like, okay, cool. I set up a call rel number, and I was
Mm-hmm.
like, okay, cool. Like now I'm rich. Like this is easy. Like
Yep.
it's just gonna start pouring in. And I remember, I put the letters in the. I was just so like oblivious, and I put the letters in there, and I closed them. I was like, okay, cool. Now I just wait for the calls. Now I just wait for amazing deals to pop
Wait
up.
for the money to just come in.
Yeah, for the money to come. Like this is amazing. Like oh my god, I'm gonna be so rich. Like I'm gonna make my first 15, $20,000 deal. This
Yeah.
is all you got to do. I'm gonna be freaking printing money, man. And then 2 weeks go by, and that's when I was like, it started hitting like, oh, like it's like, what happened? Like,
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, that's where the wholesaling, started. And I was like, okay, cool. Like, now let me get back in there and figure out like how to do marketing. What is marketing?
Okay.
Getting on the phone, things
Yeah.
like that.
Fire, bro. So question, because I know obviously before this conversation, I know a little bit about your story, changing oil, like, because I know you've talked about it. So when you pulled that direct mail list and, you had 50 records, you get the call rail number, what went on like after that? And I guess, you know, how long did it take you to figure something out? If
Mm,
you can remember that far back.
yeah, like how long did it take me to get the direct mail up and going?
So after the direct mail, you said it was 50
Oh yeah,
records.
yeah,
Did you
yeah.
do anything after that? You just kind of waited for stuff to like,
No, no, I went back there. I went back into it after 2 weeks, and I was like, I got to figure it out. And then I think I got this like uh, Facebook ads course by this guy named Chris Chico or something like that.
okay,
And then I was like, all right, let me do this. And keep in mind at that time, like I had $1,000 to my name, if anything. Like I
yeah,
had $1,000 to my name, and his course was like $900.
mm,
And like I was like, okay, let me do it. Let me just try it again. And you're younger, so you don't know.
yeah,
And then I was like, dude, I paid the Facebook ads course. I learned it, and I had
hmm,
to wait again for my weekly check to come in so I can recharge the bank because I needed it. Facebook ads cost money,
it costs money. Yeah,
So like, okay, cool. And I ran it, and I was just like down. Like every day, it would be like taking $20 or $10 from my account, but that was a lot of money for me. Like that's a lot. That's like everything that I had, and I was like,
for sure.
days are going by where I'm like, oh, I'm running out of money. I can't do this, and I just get just enough, man, just enough to where I get a lead, and it's a really good lead. I'm like, okay, cool.
Yeah,
And then I talk into this lead, and it just goes sour because I don't know sales, but I'm figuring out
mm.
marketing. But I'm like, you know, I'm just waiting for the guy to say, "Yeah, I'll take it." Like, I was like, I did not know. Like, I was in for a treat, man.
He didn't hang up on you though. You got through the
No,
call.
no, no. You got the because he filled out a form, so he was
Got
like,
it.
"Yeah." Yeah. So,
Nice.
so I
Okay.
was like, "Yeah." So then, try to figure out the sales, and I was like, "Okay, cool." And then just started like documenting like my sales and how to get better. Just like, hey,
Hmm.
that didn't work out, so try something else or try something else. And then referring back to the cashier job when I was 15,
Yeah.
I saw a lot of people every day, old, young, all types of people. And so I did like a lot of like pattern recognition, like, oh, this guy's going to be like this guy's going to be like this. And that kind of started helping my sales a little bit more because I was like, oh, he's going to be like this. He's going to be like this.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Versus like the sales for me, it picked up pretty quickly. It wasn't like, it didn't, and I think because of that job,
Yeah.
if I didn't see, a cashier, you see hundreds and hundreds of people like in an hour. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Like that's the job where you see like a lot of people, right? And so like then that transmuted into the sales. I was like, okay, cool, just different product, except I'm selling something. But this guy's gonna be like this. This guy's gonna be a talker.
Yeah.
This guy's whatever.
Got it.
But
Got it. Okay. Bro, so tell the people, because you told me you might have even have talked about it on the YouTube video. How long did it take you to get your first contract from when you started
mhm.
on your own?
Yeah, man. That so like people come in this, and I mean I have the community where I talk to a bunch of people. I push out YouTube videos, and I talk to people. They're like, yeah, like I've only been wholesaling for 2 months, 3 months,
Mm-hmm.
and haven't got a contract yet, or this that. And everybody's on their own journey, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody has their own skill sets. Not everybody starts off the same. Some people are stronger in other areas than other people. But I was like, dude, like it took me a year and a half before I got my first contract. Not my first deal, just first contract.
Yep.
And that was just enough for me to keep going, to say like, okay, like I got a contract. I did marketing. I got the sell. I got it locked up. And I remember that deal, like the buyer, he went there to this condo, and I felt so powerful, man. Like the buyer was checking everything out. He liked the property. He was like talking crap about the property in front of everybody to defer everybody. Like it needs this. I remember him with the flashlight. He's like, it needs this, and that. And I was like, dude, like shut up. Like you're like messing my deal up for everybody. But
And you were with him in person?
yeah, I was with him in person. But
Wow.
yeah, because we had like an open house thing
Okay.
back whenever wholesaling was like that.
Yeah.
And so so yeah, so then We did it.
They don't know, bro. These youngins do not know, Chris.
Dude,
They don't.
and I was like, man, and that felt so amazing. Like I remember the feeling of that day. Like wow, like I felt like I had like the superpower. Like I was like, oh, I'm in control. I have this amazing deal. Like I just put the marketing, I put the time, I put the energy, and then this guy, like I guess he like tells the buyers like it needs like this, and that, and then he comes to me, and then
Buyer or seller?
the buyers.
Okay.
Because there was multiple buyers, so he was
Got
just
it.
like,
He was just
dude,
being,
like whoa, it needs all this work.
just
right?
trying to, yeah.
Right. And then I was like, after that, he comes straight to me and he's like, how much do you want? And I was like, you know, I didn't know how to bid up. I don't know, give me your highest and best. Like
Of
I didn't.
course, yeah.
I was just like, I'm selling for 20. I can take 18. You know, like
How much did you have it locked up
10.
for? Okay.
Yeah, you know, and then he was like, I'll give you 20, and I was like, okay, cool. You know, like I didn't know anything at that time.
Wow.
So I was like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
We get everything. He's like, okay, just send me the assignment contract. We're good to go. He seemed legit. I like looked him up. He had like a bunch of properties, and then boom, ghost me.
Didn't deposit earnest either.
Nothing, just ghost, just everything. And I'm reaching out to the other people that are interested, and they're like, no, we're not interested. We looked at other properties, and that's when I was like, oh man, like I didn't know how to go back to the seller to get an extension. I don't know how to renegotiate. I didn't know all this stuff, right? And so it was like, that was it. And I was like, okay. I was like, oh, okay. Like, this is I got to this point. I can do it again.
Yes, sir.
Let me get to this point again.
Yes, sir.
And then just did it again. I remember the same one. My first deal was just like brick home. It was during like, you know, COVID or something.
Do you mind if I ask, bro? Because I don't know if you mentioned it. Was that was a Facebook ad that came in, the one you got locked up, the condo?
Either it was a Facebook ad or it was a cold call.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I was running both at the times, but I think it was a cold call. It was a cold call. Yeah. And then yeah, man, and I did my first deal, and I was like, I felt so confident, and I was like, you know, that first deal was like everything. I was like, okay, cool. And I think I made like, after everything, like took home $1,000.
Yeah.
You know,
and
like
that was after the condo.
Yeah, that was after the condo, and took home $1,000. I made 10 grand, but like looking at like actual expenses, everything, I was like, okay, $1,000. Like, I was like, all right, dude. I was like, okay. Now my brain's like, okay, do this again. Correct. Do this more. Do this again. I was like, okay, cool. Now, if I'm able to do this one time, like I can probably do it 2 or 3.
For sure.
So let me set that goal, and then it just started compounding.
Bro, that's awesome. Yeah. I think it's important to highlight the mindset you had during that time, because one, most people don't want to wait a year and a half to do anything. Most people can't stick to anything for even like 30 days, bro.
Dude, yeah.
And I've been that guy. I mean, I've been there with certain things. Before wholesaling, bro, I tried a clothing brand. I tried a basketball league, and like I had some success, but I didn't stick to it long enough to really give it runway, you know, to take off. So, okay, year and a half, bro, condo deal falls through. Your next deal, you just talked about it, closed. How long after that first deal that fell through did that take to get like your first closed deal?
I would say like 2 months, 3 months.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did that feel?
Yeah, it was phenomenal, man. I was like, I felt like I was like, okay, cool. Like I just got to do this again. Yeah. And I remember, yeah, like I was like working with some people at the time, and I think we racked in like 100 grand in the next like 90 days.
Wow.
From wholesaling, and we were just like, dude, just like ripping it, like just going and attacking everything, and just like.
What was that setup like, bro? Like you and the guys, was it just you guys were working under somebody or just together?
No, it was together. It was this guy, and he had a company, and he wanted to bring me onto the company. So he's like, hey, you know, be a partner. And then it was an amazing time, man. I had a phenomenal time. And yeah, we were just like going at it, and I was like, okay, cool. Like this is what it is. And yeah, man, it was just I think that going back to the question that you asked, like the mindset thing, is like, I think I was so addicted to like the feelings of the progress and everything that was actually happening, not on some like lame cliche shit, but actually, because like, dude, like imagine like you're in your early 20s, you are pushing out marketing, you're working hard, you have the control. Like I think the control of like, it literally just felt like magic happening, like in person, like in magic, like it was just a thought. Like this is just a thought. Now it's coming to fruition. Like that's like fucking, this is like magic, bro.
Yeah.
You know, so like I was addicted to, like that was better than being at Jiffy Lube. Like being like, the rejection was so much better than just, I would rather be rejected on the phone all the time than be in front of like at Jiffy Lube making $10 an hour. Like
for sure.
That was like soul diminishing, bro.
Yeah. And I think the magic piece you're talking about, bro, when you're just making, you're like literally, like you said, you're bringing something to fruition, you're making things happen. You know, beginners in the business or people that don't know too much about wholesaling, obviously they don't see all the problems that you solve on a daily basis with sellers. I don't know if it was you that told me or maybe somebody else, but it's like you should expect deals to have problems. That's why we get paid. That's our job, is to solve problems. But it's something about solving problems, bro, and just getting stuff to, like, you know, literally, like you said, from your mind to like you see it all play out, and then it gets the result that you desire, that everyone desires, everybody wins. It's like there's no feeling like it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It's super powerful, man. And it's just, it feels like a really long dopamine hit, like natural, real dopamine, not like the BS that you get. You know, it's work, man. It's work. And I think, like, dude, you know, like you've been through so many mental battles in deals where you're like, man, it's gonna fall apart, but you got to see it through. And then maybe you see it through and you get that security, and then it freaking falls apart. And then you got and then you got to keep going. Like you just keep going, and then like later, those lessons, those little things that you need to figure out, like you called me the other day trying to figure out this LLC thing, or, you know, title stuff. You got to figure it out. Yeah. So like you were just problem solving there, and like you need that to happen because you're a business owner now. So how are you gonna not handle those things in the future? It's not like you're not done, bro. Like you're just getting started. Like literally just getting started. And I was like, man, like, dude, your progress that I see, I'm like, dude, like they're just something different now too, bro. Cause like your progress is so much like quicker and faster than mine. And like that's it. Like again, everybody's at their different paces and different, but like, dude, like you're blessed, bro. Like
I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, you're blessed.
But and I've told you this several times, you're a big part of that, bro. Like truly. And for anyone that don't know Chris personally, this guy is the most humble dude you'll ever meet and hardest worker I've ever met. But bro, I tell people all the time, bro, like honestly, bro, even if, you know, friends of mine, family, people that just ask me about real estate, bro, I mention your name all the time. I'm like, bro, without Chris's like just knowledge, patience, like even just like I told you, bro, like I feel like a lot of professionals or people in real estate, they have these huge egos, bro, because the money starts coming in. Or even people that don't make money in real estate, like agents, they have this ego, and you don't have that, bro. Like you just have a humility and an understanding, and like, bro, you've treated me like a friend, bro, which I appreciate. But it's, bro, the progress wouldn't have been that quick without you, like at the helm. You know what I'm saying? I mean that, bro.
Yeah. No, dude, I appreciate it, man. And yeah, like, dude, it's amazing, man. It's amazing.
No, for sure. Yeah. Cool, bro. Well, I kind of want to, before we transition into like just real like tactical business stuff, you talk a lot about faith being a huge part of your journey. I mean, your group is named Genesis, right? Which is a part of the Bible, of course. You made a video, I think it was almost a year ago now. You were talking, I think the title, and forgive me if I'm butchering it, it was how the Bible's making me $1 million, I think. P.S. I love you, Mom. And that video touched me a lot, bro, because you talked about a moment where, you know, you kind of like had this business debt and you had deals that weren't pushing through. And then I think you said you closed one that was like $50,000, but it kind of just put you right back to baseline. Bro, I want to know, like, and me included, I know a lot of people will go through just a fraction of that, or deals falling apart, or even how you started. And they'll give up, bro, because it's easy. It's easier to just give up than push through and try to figure it out, because it's uncomfortable. It can be stressful, anxiety inducing, especially if you don't know what you're doing. Like, what has faith meant to you, bro? Like just in that moment and just in your whole journey, what does that mean to you, really? You know?
Yeah. Yeah, it's really subjective, man, because faith is just like different for everybody. But I think I think the best day of my life and I'm gonna funnel to the faith is like honestly like the day my mom passed, and because like that day was so like crushing and like took
Yeah.
everything away from me, and like at that moment, like after that, I just started like leaning into my faith more. And if that didn't happen, I probably wouldn't be talking about God. I probably wouldn't be talking about faith and things like that. Like that really like put me into like so much darkness to go and literally just focus on the light. And so like it's crazy how like even without faith, like God was always there, like
Hmm.
always like big broing, just watching, what I'm doing like the whole time.
Yeah.
And so so I yeah, dude, like faith for me is just like imagine just like I can't even like if your eyes are closed, man, and you literally have to like just keep going and just put your just like guided through your heart. You can't like describe something what it
Yeah.
is exactly, but you just got to keep going. And the more that you keep going, the more momentum, the more everything that you touch is gold. The more like that faith gets like stronger and stronger. But faith is just like for me, it's just like the relentless like pushing and enduring, even whenever you don't feel or see the light. Like that's real faith.
Fire,
and
man.
and that's always like, I mean, dude, like God is always like, I like my biggest months, man, are the months where I put God first.
Yeah.
And and I'm not like set the intention like, okay, God, I'm gonna put you first. Now I want big months. So it's never like that.
No,
It's
it's not.
literally it's all my prayers every time before I get into like the workflow, everything I try. And it's not like sometimes like I'm like, oh, I want to do this. Sometimes I don't want to do it. You know what I mean? It's hard. It's a muscle.
Yeah.
And so I ask God for things, not for like really material things, but just like, hey, I need strength. I want you to bless the business. I pray over the group all the time. Like, hey, keep them going. Thank you for everything. I just so much gratitude, bro. Just so much gratitude. And
Yeah.
then just thanking and just like, hey, protect us, guide us. We had to do like a nasty price reduction. We were dealing with some seller that's getting nasty. We did just like, hey, like, and we pray over those things like, hey, this seller's like getting nasty, he's threatening, trying to do things, like give him the light, give him the guidance, make sure that we handle this situation with your guidance, things like that, man. Like, and like, dude, like they all just get handled, bro.
Yeah.
They all just get like handled like nasty.
Hmm.
And I'm like, yeah, maybe it's like skill set and stuff like that, but like for me it's faith. Like
Yeah.
people will say it's your skill, it's this, or you're just being logical. It's like, but like I didn't get that clearance, I didn't get that clarity unless like my faith was right there.
Yeah.
So like that's what, like for me, man, it's like some stories about like faith and the business and like I guess what it is for me.
Bro, you said something interesting about the logical aspect. Like when people, obviously in business, like, we track our KPIs, we look at our revenue expenses, like we break it down by numbers, math. But I think what people forget about at least this business, I won't speak for another industry, is that at the end of the day, bro, like most of the time, maybe sometimes we're dealing, I mean, even then when we're dealing with a savvy investor, bro, our job is to help people. Like however that looks, whether they're in a pre-foreclosure situation, whether it's a tired landlord, whether it's somebody who needs the money to pay debt and move to different states to be close to their family. I mean, there's so many different situations, but at the end of the day, like our job is to provide a solution. And I think that people forget that part, bro. They just go on YouTube and they see how to make 30K a month in wholesale real estate, but it's like it's more than that. Like it's really, I think, if you truly care about people and you care about providing solutions, you just have principles in your life. Like I think you'll go far in the business, bro. But I
Yeah.
think people, they get too logical or too focused on the wrong things. Like,
Mm-hmm.
oh, all that matters is that I make 50K a month. And I've been in those headspaces, bro. I've been like, like I don't care how it happens, but it's got to happen,
Mm-hmm.
which can be good. But it gets to a point where if you're not focused on serving, which faith, obviously, our job as, are you Christian?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, me as well. Our job is to be a faithful servant. So if we don't think that way, like with real people, how are we gonna be servants of God?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense, But yeah, man, I think people forget that emotional aspect. It's like if you genuinely just want to do right by people, you will succeed. Even I believe that whether it's wholesale real estate, whether it's like a business venture, whether whatever you do, if you carry that mindset, I don't see how you can lose, you know?
Yeah, man. I think that's, dude, you're tapping into another bag right now, bro. Like your wisdom is like, how old are you?
23.
Yeah, bro. Like at 23, I would have never,
Hey,
been.
bro, listen
And
though.
I'm saying that it's like, dude, like that's amazing. That's like, I mean, dude, even whenever I was first starting wholesaling, I wasn't thinking about faith people. I was thinking about $10,000 deal,
For
ten
sure.
thousand
No, me
dollar deal.
too, bro.
Everybody, it's
Me
normal.
too. Yeah.
But like, I think that like, I really do think that like that's such a primal survival instinct. Just money, 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 money.
For
Like,
sure
which
it
is
is.
okay. Like, money's cool, and we know how to make it, and that's what we do. But like, whenever you put that as the forefront, it's just like it's just lame. Like,
Yeah.
it's just kind of lame. Like I'm gonna talk about money all the time, but in the most healthiest way. Not like I'm trying to make $10,000 on this seller. Oh my god! Like I made $50,000 on this seller. Like
Yeah,
that's not
bro.
cool.
I'm just laughing
Yeah.
because that's what I'm saying, man. There's a lot of wholesalers like
Yeah,
that.
yeah. And I know,
You know?
and I was like that at one point,
For
right?
sure.
I'm like,
For sure.
I was like that, and I'm so glad that I got that part over with. Now it's like, okay, cool. Like now
Yeah.
I can operate. Like, how do you expect? Like, dude, you don't want to be in charge of a business that's like talking like down like that, or like at survival. You want to be running a healthy, nice longevity business. Like
Yeah.
you want something that's gonna be running, you
Mhm.
know, and like, and
Mhm.
you want to operate like more from that frame, man. Like more from serving.
Yeah.
People are like, some realtors, right, are like terrible. This they're always going to be terrible people in all, you know, like in all the fields. But yeah, like people are like, like what value do you bring as a wholesaler? Like, dude, like I'm
Yeah.
helping this seller.
Mhm.
Title companies getting paid, realtors getting paid, photographers getting paid. Like there's so much happening
Yep.
that like came from just this thought of me trying to do this.
Yes, sir.
Like
Yeah.
there's so much value. I don't even have to, like, if you ask what value do you bring as a wholesaler or whatever, like I already know what type of plane that you operate on.
Yep.
You know,
Yep.
it's like,
It's funny, man. I'll never forget, bro. The first few months that we started, you know, when you started really mentoring me, like last summer, never forget, bro. In I think my first month or second, I had a seller. She was just going through it, man. Like her husband had hung himself a few years back. Yeah, man. And I think her grandkids were kind of like squeezing her for money, and just you could just hear in her voice. I'll never forget this call. And I actually, Basil was with me at the time, or he might have been on the other line, but he was listening to us talk. And we were on the phone for like 45 minutes, man. And that was honestly the first real, I guess, like understanding that I began to have. Like, man, like I'm talking to real people with real stuff going on. Like this isn't a game, bro.
yeah,
Like it's business in a sense, right? The business aspect, it's a game. But like in life, right? People gamify it, but like these are real people, bro, with real problems. And we were on the phone for 45 minutes, bro. And I just genuinely, like, I really felt bad. Like, and I really wanted to help this lady. And I'll never forget, you know, she's like, hey, listen, like, call me back in a couple days after we're on the phone for 45 minutes. And I'm not going to lie to you, a part of me was excited about the deal. Because I was like, numbers wise, it was a banger, bro. 20, 30 grand. It would have been my first deal. Like, a couple days later, she called me back. She said, hey, I have somebody who's going to help me rehab the home. And I'm going to get all the equity out of it. And, you know, thank you for understanding. And honestly, bro, like at first I was disappointed, but then I was like, you know what? Like if that's like the best solution for this person, that's really going to get them to where they need to be, bro, like that's okay. Yeah. And that's the best thing that could have happened for this person. Yeah. I don't need to be the guy who's like, oh no, don't go with this guy. Like in sales, right? There's objections and we try to get to the root of the cause. But I think when all you're thinking about is like me, it's just not a good way to live, bro. Yeah. It's you know.
And
like,
also like the frequency that you're on, because like imagine like being, I mean, it's tough, man. You know, you're biting the bullet like, dang, man, like, but like if you're just to operate on that selfish frequency, you probably, maybe, I don't know, but the faith will kick in and maybe you wouldn't be blessed with the next deals that are coming. You know what I mean? Like maybe there was like a test. Maybe it was just like a moral test. Like, yes, are you gonna, like, what is this for you? You know?
Such a good point, bro. Yeah. And that's why I think people that start or that want to get into this, like, they have to. It just takes a strong will, bro. But it just takes like a level of understanding, bro. Like,
dude. It's excuse my language, bro. This shit is fucking hard, bro.
Yep.
It is hard. It is
Yes.
hard, and I realize like whenever I mean, dude, I talk to a lot of people, so I'm like, like, I'm like, at this point, I'm like, I need you to go through your suffering. Like anybody that comes in this business, go through your suffering, man. Like go through your suffering, and if you can make it past that, then maybe there might be a chance. But like, dude, you have to go through your suffering, bro.
Yep.
And like, if you can't, but like you can't go through that suffering, like there's no, it's just not worth it, bro. It's really not worth it. And like, dude, like I remember the phone call I did with you. I was like on my way walking from the office to Chipotle while you were on your break or something like that.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, dude, and like your story too is like, I mean, you were doing, waiting tables too. And then like, I mean, dude, that's a lot. Like, while you were spending money on marketing, while you're trying to figure it out, while deals are falling apart, like, bro, like you had to go through your suffering, right? Like, sure. And it's just crazy, man. Like that's one thing, like I want to tell everybody, like it's hard. It's not like all the stuff that you see 30 days, 45 days, it can be done. I hope to God, like it gets done in that way. But like, dude, it's hard. This is a hard business. And if you stay and if you're playing the game, like God willing, man, like it's phenomenal. It's phenomenal.
No, I agree, man. Cool, bro. Well, that was dope. I really, I wanted to touch on your faith. I wanted to touch on just your mindset too, bro, because like you said, it is fucking hard. And again, man, I have respect for anybody who will like even give it a shot, but you just got to be willing to understand, like you said, even when you give it a shot and you see some progress, bro, that progress might seem like nothing because the deal falls through. It's not what you thought it was. But what you just said too about that deal I was speaking on with the lady for 45 minutes and it didn't become a deal, bro, after that, like, then I start getting more leads, more people that I'm talking to that actually need my help, that I can provide value to. Finally, bro, that first contract, it hits. Yeah. And it's like, oh my God. Yeah. It's just like, oh my gosh, this is real. Yeah. And I think if people would allow themselves to get to that point, even with all the failure, bro, I'll be honest with you. And I tell people all the time that ask me like how I started, I wouldn't recommend somebody go pull a business credit card out at 0%. I did. Bro, I was 8K in the hole, which now thinking about it, bro, I give you 8K, bro, to teach me something. Dude, I don't see it as like, but back then, bro, I had 5K in my savings. Yep. And I was paying my rent. Like I was everything, bro. So
you had to make it happen.
I had to, bro. And the 8K in debt, it was stressful. There was a part of me though, bro, I'll be honest with you. And this is why I love giving you your flowers is like, bro, when I'd hit your phone, bro, like, bro, you're just helping me. You're just there. And it just felt like, not even felt like I wasn't alone. You know what I'm saying? I think that's important too, is that, and you correct me if I'm wrong, I think you got to get around people who are doing what you want to do at a high level. Like whether, bro, you got to pay for some access, whether you have to like, I tell people this all the time, like, bro, if you're in Chris's Genesis group or whoever's mentorship or whatever, like until they tell you, yo, stop blowing my fucking phone up, bro, be resourceful. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's what it takes, bro. Like, and again, and I think, at this point, I have a better understanding of, boundaries and being respectful of your time and stuff like that. But it's like, bro, if you're going to do it, do it. If not, bro, why? Yeah. It's a waste of time, bro. Yeah. And I was just, I like you said, I was so hungry and desperate, bro. Not desperate in a bad way, but I was like, this has to work.
You had a burning desire, man, to make it happen.
I just did. And and you're a big part of that. Like I said, even though I didn't have a contract yet in the first couple months and I was talking to these leads and my sales skills at the time were not great. I'd hit you up. You'd help me understand something. Like, it's kind of like, you start carrying that weight and then your homie or like you in this case, like just helps you carry it with you, kind of like how God does. But yeah, bro, anyways, that's kind of all I wanted to add. But in terms of like getting tactical, bro, because this is what a lot of people want to know, especially people in the game and even beginners too, you're now consistently doing 6-figure months. And a lot of people can't even fathom doing 6-figure years yet, which I know I barely could at one point. How did you get here, bro? Like, what is it that you told me at one point that you were stuck at 20 to 30K a month? How did you, bro, 100K, 150K from 20 to 30 is like miles apart, bro. Yeah. How? How do you do it?
Yeah, man. This one thing, bro. This one thing that I tell. I mean, I'm a big Alex Hormozi guy, bro. I love how transparent. Like, I look up to him. I really do look up to him.
Yeah.
Dude, he's the guy, bro. Like,
He's a beast.
Yeah, he's a beast, and he's wearing Crocs and some shorts, and he's on his way to be a billionaire, bro. Just immense value. Yep. And he said, it stays in my head. It's like, dude, like success is overnight. It just takes like 5-6 years. You know what I mean? Like I was in that bucket of 20-30 grand, like, oh my God. And then maybe a 40 grand and then back to 20 and then 10. Like I was in that bucket. But like, dude, really, really what
how long were you in that bucket?
I would say like a good year.
Okay. Just for everyone to know.
A good year, maybe a year and a half.
Okay.
I can't recall, bro. Like it was just.
Is that 20 to 30K like the whole business or just year,
no, a
like,
month.
A month. Okay.
Yeah, in revenue.
No, I'm saying okay in revenue. Okay, got you.
Yeah. Got you. And then what I think what just tightened up is like I think maturity, bro. Like maturity of like me not being dumb. Like all wholesalers are gonna go through it. Lifestyle creep. I had it. I had a high rise. We had a car rental. We had all this, and I was just like doing all this to like just live with nothing. Yeah, with nothing. And I'm like, oh, dude, this is lame. Like I'm like stressed all the time.
Yeah, because like, you're just bleeding money.
Yeah, just for no reason. And it's not even doing anything.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. And then I think maturity kicked in, bro. And I was like, I think, dude, I really do think it's like ego and just admitting like you're not as good as what you think you are. Yeah. I felt more on top of the world, and I was talking more crap. And had a bigger ego when I was making less money. The more I make now, bro, I don't know shit, bro. Yeah. I don't know shit, dude. Like, I'm like, oh. And I see, like, my other friends in other industries, and, dude, they're doing $1 million a month. And he's the one, whenever I talk to him, they're operating differently. I'm like, oh, okay. Yep. I got you. Like, I got you. This is how it is. Yeah. And so maturity, and then also just getting airtight with things, like being addicted to growth. Like, how many texts? What did we actually say to get this converted? What text actually worked for this deal? Does that even matter? Oh, it doesn't matter. The details. The details. And then just like exploring that and just like hammering that in and just like getting like rope tight with the team. Like, this is what we're going to do. And just, and just really committing, like really commitment. Like, because wholesalers are going to be stuck in that like 2 to 3 deals a month. Get there. That's a good problem to have. First world problems. Yep. And then after that, you get stuck. But like, dude, right there, you need like all the like you literally need to punch all the gas in the tank right there, because that's what breaks it. It's kind of like, can you dunk?
Very slim chance probably right now, but I used to be able to a couple of years back.
You remember whenever you're learning? I've never dunked, but I can understand. When you're learning to dunk. Like you just gotta freaking just fucking hit it hard. Yeah. Bro. Like,
and you gotta train up to that point.
You're training every day. And sometimes I'm like, you're like, some of these days you're like, dude, like I used to jump higher. Now it's like, this sucks, right? Like, what's going on? And you gotta just like really, and then one day just like, you just commit, bro. You just really commit and you turn it on. Like that's literally it. And I was like, okay, cool. And like last month we did 100,000. God willing, this month we'll break over 100,000. Awesome. I don't want to say the numbers. I just want to get it done. I'm weird like that now.
No, I get it. Until the wire hits, bro,
I don't get excited anymore, man. Up until work's not done. Yep. What does Kobe say? He's like, job not done. But yeah, man, God willing, and yeah, dude, bro, one thing that I know that I have an advantage of other people is like, dude, I'm always in the office. Like, I'm always in the office, like from 9 a.m. to like 6 p.m. Yeah. And I'm always like glued to my computer. Sometimes there's about like 2-3 hours where I'm not doing anything. Yeah. And I'll tackle Genesis, whatever. But I just want to be ready, sharp, and focused for that, maybe for the opportunity to come.
Your proximity, right there.
Whatever it is, whatever. If it's help my dispo guy with the price reduction, anything. I just want to be ready, just ready. Yep. And like, people are like, dude, we live in a world where there's so much distraction. People are just doing this, that. Like, dude, I have like, that my work and life are just one. Like, this is what I do. Like, this is like dude, I have no problem with it, dude. Like, I'm just addicted. It's like my therapy, really. Mm-hmm. And then my fiance, she tells me, all the time, she's like, I don't know if this is a good or bad thing. Like, every time you get upset, every time you get sad, every time you go get lost in your work. And I'm like, I was like, oh, I like that. Yeah, I like that. But yeah, man, I just like just being dedicated and just ready for that next opportunity to rip. And um, yeah, man.
Fire, bro.
Yeah.
Would you say you have an addictive personality?
I think everybody does. Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
But your addiction is the work.
I think so, man.
Yeah.
I'd like to. I mean, it's one of them.
For sure.
I'm
For sure.
super goofy, bro. I'm
Yeah?
super goofy.
Oh, bro, me too.
Yeah,
bro.
like
Yeah.
at the like after work, dude. I'm like I'm super goofy, man. Like
Yeah.
it's like so. I'm addicted to jokes, bro. Like sometimes
For
like
sure.
yeah, just addicted to having a good time, and then also addicted to work.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's fire, bro. I know we have talked about it a little bit off the camera because I ask you 100 questions every time we talk, and I don't know if you mind sharing with people. I know right now you're doing 6-figure months. You told me some stuff. We had a Google meeting a few weeks ago. I was in the car. I don't know if you remember. You told me your long-term goals. I think it would be dope for people to hear a little bit about that because, I mean, bro, like even when you're making 20 to 30K a month, right? It's like, man, like, and by the way, you taught me that profit first method. I've been implementing it, bro. Game
It's
changer.
nice.
Yeah, it just it forces you to be
It's just,
disciplined.
yeah, and you don't have to think.
No.
It's just it, and that's your new habit now.
Correct. Yeah, and then you're like challenge yourself to like improve those numbers. You know, the take home, the profit. But yeah, bro. Like again, you're doing consistent 6-figure months. Obviously, you're gonna continue to do that. That's the goal. What's like the 5-year? What is 5-year Chris doing from now besides, being married and running the beach in Puerto Rico, bro? Like what are you?
Yeah, so later this year is whenever I decided to focus a little bit more long term because I was just always stuck in like, making quick money. Like, dude, we're rich. We can make money really quickly in like the matter of 2 months. Like, how to make 10, 15, $20,000 in the next 2 months,
For
like
sure.
minimum.
For sure.
So like those things like wash away. Like I'm looking at long-term things. Like me and Kevin are going to get this business to $500,000 a month. And once we get that, we're going to start outsourcing everything. We're going to hire a CEO. We're going to hire, like, delegate everything. Just make the Golden State team.
Yeah.
Like just make it badass.
Yeah.
And then after that, like I just want to build this into a cash cow. So for me, for my profits, for my earnings, I want to pour it into multifamily.
Okay.
I'm not trying to get passive. Like nothing's passive, bro. I don't think anything's passive. There's always some type of multifamily,
myth, bro. Yeah.
right? People say multifamily is passive. It's not passive, man. Like you got to pay attention to it. Like there's no the only thing that's passive is like gold. You just put your money in it and then close your eyes like for 50 years. Like that's passive, but
for sure.
But yeah, so like pouring it into multifamily, I plan on owning like 100 doors. That's going to be the goal.
Okay.
So far, I'm going to be knocking out a couple this year.
Nice.
And then and yeah, just keep compounding that, man. After the wholesaling things, I've been really interested in starting this water store later on. Yeah, this water store. So
talk about that, bro. That's dope.
Yeah. So like I like business, man. I like talking about numbers. I like being in it. I like learning new things.
Like creating, bro.
Yeah, like I like doing things. Like, oh, this is cool. I get dopamine by like, oh man, you did a good job. Like I like hard work, man. I love pushing the ball back and forth, whatever, even if it's in one room. Like that's what we did for the day, And so the water store, man. I dude, people aren't aware, but like me, I love, dude, there's this, you know what alkaline water is?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So they have alkaline water at these water stores here in Houston. And there's like, for 5 gallons, it's like $5. Wow. And the Essentia, that water, it's like branded. That's like the most healthiest water. That thing's like $20 for like a pack. Yeah. And it's alkaline, whatever. But it has actually like different kind of chemicals in it. And anyways, this water, there's just so much value because you're getting the best water for like 10 times the value. Yeah. And so like, I'm like, like why doesn't the world do this? Like we need to drink like better water. It's really simple. It's true. Like it's just simple. Like just why wouldn't you want better water? Yeah. And so, so probably going to do that business like later on. Okay. And
that's so fire.
Yeah, man. I think it's gonna be a cool little brick and mortar business. Maybe even have Alex Hormozi help with it. I don't know. Let's see.
Bro, you know what? I don't know. He calls them those workshops he has, I think, every month.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know who I was telling the other day, but I was like, dude, when I see Chris on Hormozi's content page talking about his business,
dude.
I'm telling
yeah,
you.
we're gonna go in January. We just got super busy. I got a call from a sales guy. It kind of made me not want to go, bro.
It was a bad call.
Yeah, it was terrible, dude. It was the most like I was like, dude,
Really?
this was ass. Like,
why was it? What made it ass?
The guy just sounded like he was like reading a script, like too much. Like, bro, this is like
not even personable.
He was like, what do you think is stopping you? I was like, more marketing. He's like, why more marketing? I was and like trying to do this like Jeremy Minor stuff. I was getting frustrated. I was like, I don't know, man. I can't. I don't have the money right now. Like it just didn't. I just didn't like.
Sit right
maybe it was a new guy or something, but no, dude. And yeah, man. I didn't have the best experience with it.
Hormozi, we love you, but if you can, train the sales rep a little bit,
No, man. Dude, he's phenomenal.
No, he's amazing, bro. And
it's
funny because we're in this kind of business where sales is huge, bro. And I think we understand like. Starting in sales, reading scripts, getting better or not,
Mm-hmm.
I do have a question though for you though on the topic of sales. Do you think, and I mean, our opinions, I don't know how much they matter, but the question is like, do you think, bro, some people say you're born with it. Some people say you don't have to be good at sales at all and you can get good at it. What do you believe about that?
I think that there's I think some people are naturally talented. Like, dude,
sure.
You're freaking tall. Like you can dunk. You dunked before. You know what I mean? I probably like it's gonna be harder for me to attain that. Mm-hmm. Can I attain that? Probably if I train for years trying to do it, get it done. But like some people are just naturally talented. Some people are just blessed with a certain personality. Mm-hmm. Like my sister, I don't think she's like the best. She wouldn't be a wholesale queen. Yeah. But dude, she's smart. Like she's going for biomedical engineering, and like I don't have that brain, bro. Like, and she's just like.
Are you sure, bro? Because you were at Harvard. Are you sure about that? Man. No, man. This guy and his humility, but.
Yeah. But no, man. Yeah. I think some people are born with it, mm-hmm. and or not born with it, but like can tap into. Yeah, I guess like some people are like have more talents than others.
Yeah, a little bit easier for them to tap into.
But you can learn sales, man. Like you can learn sales. You can get into it. Like
I agree.
That the day that my kid is going to ask for something, I tell this to my fiance all the time. The day our son asks for something, like I want this game, I'm going to learn him how to exchange value. We're going to Costco. We're going to buy in bulk. I'm going to give him a loan for $100. He's going to pay me back. He's going to learn that so he can gain whatever he wants.
Yep.
He's going to learn sales. Maybe he doesn't carry that for his career, but like I'm going to teach him like how to do that.
Bro, it's crazy though because sales is such a transferable skill to life. Like, and it's not about, a lot of people think of sales, bro, and they automatically think, oh, manipulation, oh, lying, oh, this. That's not what sales is supposed to be, bro. It's like, even when you called me, bro, it's like I'm kind of selling myself, like in a way, like not to necessarily. It wasn't even about working with you just yet, but it was more so as a person. Like I'm selling who I am. Like I'm selling. Obviously, why do we relate to certain people more? Why do we have our circles? Because it's like we have certain things that each other kind of like got accustomed to that are in alignment. Like sales is it's a life thing, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like. You ask people questions, you persuade people all the time to get either what you want or to help them in a certain way. It's like, and I think if more people looked at sales that way, it would they'd be a little bit better off, bro.
What's your sales tip, man? What do you
sales tip?
Yeah, what's your
great question. Tip? Honestly, man,
for people who are getting started also, or in it now.
So I know everybody says this when it comes to the business. One, it's just get on the phone. Like that, just don't even think. Just literally get on the phone. Yep. Bro, I tell people, literally call Zillow listings, bro. Talk to agents, and they're more savvy than a seller usually is. So, dude, they'll let you know right away, like, oh, dude, you're fucking wasting my time.
Yep.
Which at first, it's kind of like you just caught a jab, right, in a fight. It's like, that
Go
kind of
suffer.
stung.
Go suffer.
Go suffer. Like just get on the phone, bro. Don't even look up a script. Don't even look up how to wholesale real estate. Just
Yeah.
call the realtor. Your goal is to make an offer.
Mm-hmm.
Now in terms of like a real sales tip, I would say, man, bro, start curious, genuinely, like in the call.
Mm-hmm.
Start curious. Obviously, introduce yourself, but like more than anything, just start curious and have an opener that's like leading with some kind of value.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, like obviously the very generic way to wholesale is like, hey, Mr. Seller, can you hear me? Or hey, is
this Mr. Seller?
Yeah, is this, you know, is this German?
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. And then it's like, bro, literally, like, stop thinking so much. I'm an overthinker, bro, still to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that's honestly one of my biggest challenges. But even with that, it's like, hey, Mr. Seller, or is this Mr. Seller? Yeah, who's this? Hey, it's just Eddie. I was just giving you a call about that property on 123 Main Street. I mean, if it's a cold call, is that for sale by chance? Or are you looking to sell that one? Like, bro, don't think, just do.
Yeah.
Honestly, like for people getting started, don't think, just do. And then obviously, right, like at the level you're at, you're training acquisitions guys, you have scripts now, you teach them certain things, like what to say, what not to say, how to handle objections. You'll get there. But it's like, bro, if you're just getting started, just literally dial the phone.
Mm-hmm.
I know people, and I was this guy for a while. People are so scared to just make the phone call. It's like, bro, like with all due respect, if you're scared to make a phone call, not just in business, but you're not gonna go far in life, because closed mouths, I mean, they don't get fed.
Mm-hmm.
You know. And it's not about like, it's not about lying your way into a deal. It's just like, dude, just your goal is to make offers. If you can get to that point in the call, you already made so much progress. So that's all I'd say. I mean, I'm curious to hear what your sales tip is, though.
That's really good, man. That's really good. I think, I mean, like you said it best, man. Just get on the phone. Just get on the phone and start from there, man. It's really the truth. Fun fact: while I was doing cold calls, whenever I first started doing the wholesaling, I would put on YouTube full blast people talking on YouTube, so people can think I'm with people, because I was scared, because I was so scared of
like you're kind of like in the office,
in the office or something like that, because I was just I was so scared. I wanted, like, I'm by myself, like I didn't, you know, I was just so like, and I used to do that, but no, dude, sales is like it's an art form. There's technical things that you can learn, right? Like it's just like kind of like just defusing the walls, bro, just bringing them down. Humor's amazing with sales. Like I love talking to sellers, like breaking the ice. Like, Eddie, it's what the heck, man? Like, I thought you worked for the FBI. No, I'm just kidding. Hey, it's Chris, and then goes. It's just like, you know, nobody does that. Nobody does that, and it's just like a pattern disruptor. It's really cool. But I guess. And like, dude, like this is gonna be like a different. I'm gonna try to make it not like everybody talks about sales, but I'm gonna try to make it different, like a new like up and coming sales. Like, dude, I really do think like sales is like aura. Like it really is, like just good energy, good feng shui, good vibe. Like, do you got it or not? Yeah. You know, and that's like hard to teach. Mm-hmm. Like you can't teach aura. I mean, maybe you can. I don't know, but later you'll learn all the technical stuff, how to get, you know, how to handle objections, how to do all this stuff. But I think the quicker that you can like realize, like, imagine if everybody in your family passed away and you inherited $5 million, and how would you be talking to these sellers? Like you have actual $5 million in the bag and you're just looking for your property to buy. How would that person act? Is he going to be like, hey, Mr. Seller? It's just aura. Like, oh, man, hey, I'm really interested on what you got. The curiosity. I'm interested in what you got. You responded on the text. What's going on with this one? Like, also, like, I'm going to buy the property. Like, who are you? Like, what are you about? You know what I mean? Like, tell me a little bit about you. Like we'll talk about the property, but what's going on? Like, why are you even selling it? Yeah. You know, like that vibe, that like emanating that energy. Right. Man, and like that, if you told me that, like the one thing while I'm getting started was like, dude, just pretend you have $5 million in your bank account right now and you're going to buy a property. What do? You ask questions, you figure it out. Yeah. You know what I mean? You admit that. Like now it's not like, now the energy whenever you're first talking is like, how do I get this seller to be like, take me, like, how do I get this seller to be responsive to me? How do I get something out of this seller? But it's you that are needing to get the information, like you needing to get stuff out.
Bro, that is nice. That's good.
Yeah.
That mindset of like, bro, I got 5 million in the bank. Let's go.
Yeah.
Like, how would you talk to somebody?
How would you talk? Your voice sounds a little different. You're not like, is
so
this,
crazy.
it's not like, is this just like, hey, I'm interested. What's going on? Like, tell me what's going on with this. And like, dude, some of these sellers, whenever I used to talk to them a lot, like, I'd be like, hey, like, dude, like, if you don't want to sell the property, no big deal. I'm cool. Like, I have a lot of people that are, yeah, like, it's all good. Like, hey, I was like, hey, no, if you don't want to sell, no worries. I don't want to be that guy. Like, I literally tell people that. Like, I'm not trying to be that guy. I know this is super annoying.
Yeah.
You do it all the time. I do it all the time too. Like, don't worry about it.
Bro,
you know?
I think that goes into like that abundance mindset. Like, hey, there's 10 other sellers who do need my help. So if we don't work out, Mr. Seller, or I'll be honest, bro. Gustavo's my witness. Dude, there's been sellers that just are extremely rude, like off the rip. And now, bro, it's like, I won't be like rude back, but I'm quick.
Yeah.
They'll say something like, dude, I had this guy, he's like, why the fuck do you keep calling me? I'm like, hey man, you texted me, sure, to an offer. Do I have the wrong person on, I tell the property address.
Like,
and
maybe
he's
I
like,
have the wrong person.
And then they'll either say, oh no, I didn't text you that, or, oh yeah, okay, what do you want? I'm like, nothing from you. I'll fucking hang up the phone. Which, not a good recommendation, but I'm just saying, bro, because it's like, I'll have other leads in the pipeline, which isn't, maybe that's some ego, but my mindset now still is like, bro, I'm not scared, because at the end of the day, bro, you also have dignity too.
Yeah.
You are a human being as well. Just because you're cold calling somebody doesn't mean that you should let them talk to you however you want. Yeah. Which again, not recommending anybody to like, hang up on somebody. Maybe that guy could have objection handled him, and who knows. But I'm just saying, that mindset, bro, is so powerful. I know we're kind of getting to the end here, but where can people find you, bro? Like, where are you at?
YouTube, Instagram, just look up Christopher Gallegos on YouTube and Instagram, and just look up on YouTube Wholesale Christopher Gallegos, or Real Estate Christopher Gallegos. Set up a call. And yeah, man.
Bro, real quick, I know we didn't get to talk about it. Can you talk a little bit about your Genesis community, like what you do in it, and how people can find that as well?
Now I'm looking for a bunch of Eddies, man. Now I think it's evolving to I'm trying to find a bunch of Eddies. But no, man, I think that it's a really good community for people who are like just getting started in real estate. Like, I tell everybody, it's literally like, I'm working on my car. I'm gonna open the hood of my car. This is what I'm working on. Get your car, bring it up, and we'll work on it together.
Fire.
That's it.
Cool, brother. I appreciate you, bro. This was dope, bro.
Yeah, man.
Thank you, bro. Yeah, cool.